So I tried SMMA for 3 years now, and here's the truth. So my name is Jordan. I started my marketing agency back in the end of 2018. I remember it was like November 27th. I started my marketing agency because a buddy of mine, his little brother, got this course off of Tai Lopez and was like, hey, I got this, my little brother's got this course, this dude's from Tai Lopez, teaching how to start a social media marketing agency, and there are kids all around the world, not really all around the world at the time, but it was his very first course, like when it first just launched, right? And there's like kids of 18, 16, 20-year-olds making 10K per month. And that caught my attention right away because at the time I was trying to figure out what I could do to make money. I had tried a lot of different things going up to this point, anything that you can think of when it comes to just online business. I had started, right? And so when I first started, I had so many doubts, right? I went through the course, I finished it, and when I was ready to go out to the real world, I guess, it was just like, all right, what do I do now, right? I know how to run Facebook ads, but I don't really know how to do sales. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to get new clients, right? And so I remember landing my first meeting with this doctor. It was a chiropractor. I cold called the business. And he was like, yeah, sure, come on in. You can talk to my assistant or whatever, and we can see if you're a good fit to run Facebook ads for us. And I remember having so many self-doubts. I believe I was 24 years old at the time. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not a legit marketer. I'm not a real marketer. I had so many self-doubts, right? I'm not certified. I'm not old enough. I'm too old. All these thoughts ran through my mind, and I'm sure maybe you, when you're starting your own business, or maybe you are in a social media marketing agency looking to start one or in one, I'm sure you guys had the same self-doubts, right? You guys aren't sure if you are good enough, right? You're good enough, you're legit, you're certified, and things like that, okay? So, I went to the meeting. It took about 2 or 3 meetings. I remember just coming in with my iPad. I had a presentation, shared my little presentation through my iPad to his assistant. And so I was so desperate at the time to get the ball rolling that I was just like, hey, I'll give you a free trial for 2 weeks, 14 days. I'll even pay for your ads, right? Just give me a chance, just give me a shot. So I ran Facebook ads for this doctor for 14 days, came back, I think we generated like 10, 20 leads or whatever it was, I forgot, it was so long ago. And the doctor was like, hey, I really like what you did. I really appreciate that you paid for the ads, gave us a free trial. So not only was I fortunate enough where he paid me back for the ads, I think I spent like $200 or something for that 2 weeks, which was a lot of money for me at the time. I didn't have money, right? And not only he paid me back for my ads, but he gave me a $1,300 check to run ads for him for the next month, okay? So I mean, that was my very first client ever. I had no idea what I was doing. After he paid me, it didn't last too long because I just didn't understand the dynamics of running Facebook ads, okay? So I think he ran ads with me for like another month or 2, and then it was back to square one, guys. So that was another lesson that I learned, was that running this marketing agency, you're constantly having to chase after new clients, right? And so as I'm chasing new clients, I'm starting to realize how hard it is to close new deals, because number one, your businesses are getting hounded by marketers every single day, right? New marketing techniques, strategies, and things like that. And on top of that, I had no sales background. Okay, because I didn't have a business background. I'd never done sales. I went to school to become a doctor myself. That's how I was raised. And I went the route of wanting to becoming an entrepreneur, start my own business. So I didn't have any sales background, and I'm like chasing after clients, and I'm starting to realize, I'm like, hey, Jordan, prospects are like cats, right? You chase after them, they're gonna run away from you. Okay, so I needed to solve 2 things. I needed to, number one, attract new clients instead of chasing after them. And the second thing that I needed to solve for my business was, how am I gonna close new deals? Because I suck at sales, right? I'm hopping on these calls, and at the time I wasn't so fluent in marketing. I didn't really know what I was offering. I didn't know how to understand pain points and building a bridge, and connecting the bridge and doing all that, right? Or filling in the gap to get a prospect from point A to point B. I didn't know how to converse that over a phone call. So I needed to solve 2 things, right? So the first thing that I did was I reached out to someone who was comfortable with sales, who was good at sales, who had experience with sales in the marketing and what I was doing. So I found that person. I was like, we agreed on a commission at the time. I was willing to just pay him whatever. He actually was a mentor of mine. So I gave him a commission of 40%, which is extremely high, guys, but it's a one-time payment, okay? So it wasn't that bad, but still a super high commission at the time for, starting out. And I just wanted to get the ball rolling. So we got that figured out. Now, the second thing that we needed to do was figure out, how am I going to attract clients, right? And so I created a VCL system. It was a system that I created. It's basically a presentation very specific presentation, as to say, that outlines, that walks a prospect through a journey to make them realize that, hey, this guy's an expert and I need him to run my marketing, right? So once I put that system together, they would go through it and they would be the ones booking a call with me. So it was never me, hey, Mr. Business Owner, like, are you free to hop on a call and maybe we can discuss my marketing services? It was never like that. It was a prospect booking a call with me and saying, hey, I'm interested in you. And so now I've been able to flip the tables and have them come to me instead of me running after them, right? I'm no longer chasing cats. Cats are coming to me, I'm attracting them. And then on top of that, I got my sales guy who takes care of the sales for me. So now I get to focus on what I'm good at. And as I got better at fulfilling the service, I got into Google Ads, and that helped me realize that between Google and Facebook ads, Google generated better results as far as customers and intention wise, right? With Facebook, when you're generating new leads, the leads aren't that serious because people don't go on Facebook to hire a lawyer, a plumber, or purchase solar or whatever. When people want to purchase something, hire something, they're going to go to the #1 search engine, right? They're going to go to Google. And so when I got into Google, I was starting to get better results for clients. And the better results I got for clients, the more willingly clients were gonna stick with me. So I have clients that's been with me for over 2 years, or since I've signed them for, I've started my business about 3 years ago. The first client that I signed 3 years ago are still with me today. So that's crazy, right? So that's why I stress client retention so much, is for that reason, right? Now I'm not having to worry about clients dropping off like my first client did, right? We ran for a month. I was super excited. I was super stoked. I felt like I made it. I was super close, that much closer to getting the Lambo and the mansion. I'm just kidding. But then I learned, like, wow, it is more important to retain clients than it is to get a new client. So the clients that you bring in now, you gotta make sure that they're happy with you, and you gotta make sure that you are fulfilling results. You're getting them results and they're seeing an ROI off of your services. So throughout my journey, I tried to gather as much information as possible, especially in the beginning stages, right? I was very resourceful. I didn't have much money, but I was very resourceful. So what I would do is just gather information off of YouTube, take free courses or whatever information I could learn online about marketing, on how to grow a marketing agency, how to run a marketing agency, seeing what successful marketing agency owners did at the time and just modeling that. I think that was really important, right? So if you're just starting out, do that, right? So take courses if you can, find a mentor. And if you can't afford any of those, try to be resourceful and just look up free information. Like my YouTube channel, I drop so much free content. You can literally just start an agency off of just watching my videos alone, right? You don't have to purchase anything. And then, so after you gather enough information, the most important thing is not learning the information, is not learning the high ticket skill, it's implementing, right? So the more you fail, the faster you'll get to succeeding, okay? So you gotta fail fast, and then that way you'll be that much closer to the success. So the challenges of running an agency was really just get that ball rolling, because when you're first starting a business, or it's with any business, right? When you're first starting, it's really tough to get the ball rolling, getting your first client, and then when you do get your first client, they drop off. Now you have to figure out why they dropped off, and now you gotta also figure out how you can get your next client, right? So every part of your journey, every part of your business, there's going to be obstacles. And even today, even now that I've scaled my agency to multiple six figures, there are still things that I got to figure out, right? There are still obstacles that I got to figure out, how to run things more efficiently, how to get better results, right? So at every stage, there's obstacles. I sucked at sales. I couldn't retain clients. I didn't know how to get clients. Staying consistent on working on your business, working alone, right? Being an entrepreneur is very, I gotta say, like, it's very lonely. Like, you You're gonna have a lot of nights where you're gonna miss out on parties, hanging out with friends. You're gonna be missing out on a lot of things if you want to have a successful business. It's just what it comes down to. There's nothing out there where you can tell me that it doesn't require you to put in an insane amount of work to get it to where it really needs to be, right? In the top like 5%, top 1 to 5%, whatever it is. And it's crazy because in the beginning stages, when I was still gathering all these resources, I didn't leave my house for 3 months. There was a 3-month period where I did not leave my house. I would wake up, do my morning routine, whatever, and then I would just go into taking courses and implementing and figuring out how I'm gonna get my next client, how I'm gonna retain. I was doing so many different things, and the only thing that probably kept me sane, right, my sanity, kept me alive, was I would actually leave my house to just go on a walk. It would be a 4-mile walk every single night. It would take about an hour and a half, but that was the only thing that helped me clear my mind. And even then, like after that, I would go on my walk around 8 o'clock. I'll get back around 9:30, shower up and all that good stuff. And then I would go back to work, right? Working on my agency to about 2 to 3 a.m. So there was a point of time where I just didn't talk to anybody, didn't go out, I didn't pick up anybody's phone calls or anything like that. Didn't leave the house for 3 months unless it was for exercising purposes. But other than that, guys, it was 24/7 working on the business. And it was insane. My eyes were just dead. I looked like a zombie. My friend did see me and I just did not look like I did not look alive at the time, I'll tell you that. So there's really 3 things that I would say helped me overcome these challenges, getting the ball rolling, the obstacles and things like that, and really how I've been able to get my agency from zero, from scratch, from little to no investment, from no certification, no degrees, no credibility, to multiple 6 figures. And we actually had our best month last month. We made $46,000, a little bit over $46,000 in that single month gross revenue. But the 3 things that helped me overcome and got me to help me scale my agency are 3 things. It's exercising, finding a mentorship, and staying consistent, guys. So number 1 is exercising, right? I think working so hard, I was so burnt out, especially during that 3-month period. I was burnt out, my brain was fried, my eyes, I could barely open my eyes, and physically I was just drained. And still I found time to exercise, right? Going on my 4-mile walk or maybe going to the gym in the morning, but that helped me for that brief moment, that 1 to 2 hour period. It just helped me collect myself where I'm not staring at a screen or I'm not consuming some type of information. So that was what helped me from tapping out, right? So if you're in your agency, you're in your business and you just feel burnt out or whatever, take some time to just breathe, right? It doesn't have to be anything intense or anything. Just go for a walk, meditate, just take some time to breathe, and that's really gonna help you. Sometimes you gotta take a step back to take a leap forward, and that's really what came into play there. Because I think I would have gave up if it wasn't for like just taking some time to just breathe. All right, so just remember to relax. The second thing was finding mentorship, right? Finding people who you can model, finding people who are willing to help you, networking, right? So that's why I put together a whole Facebook group community, guys, for you guys. It's absolutely free. That link is in the description. And so if you want to connect with myself, network with thousands of other agency owners, people who are like-minded, you want to join the Facebook group, right? So finding mentorship, finding people who can hold you accountable, finding somebody, it's like having a gym partner, right? You're more likely to go to the gym if you have someone go with you and you guys can kind of push each other to become better, right? So if you can't afford mentorship, that's the alternative. But the cool thing about finding mentorship is that you're going to be able to skip the learning curve and get to where you want to be a lot faster, because you can learn through somebody else's mistakes, right? Instead of making the mistakes on your own, you can just quickly just learn through somebody else. You don't have to make the same mistakes, right? So it's important to fail fast, right? And then make adjustments and go from there. But if you can save some time and learn through those failures through somebody else, that's gonna skip the learning curve. You're gonna get to where you wanna be a lot faster. And then the last thing, guys, the third thing that helped me overcome my challenges is just being consistent. So, that is the number 1 thing that's gonna separate you from everybody else, right? Because everyone wants to say that they want to start an online business. Everyone says that they want to make 6 figures. Everyone wants to make 10K per month. Everyone wants to be able to have that freedom to work from home, travel anywhere in the world, and just have that freedom, right? Do whatever it is that you guys want to do. And so, but they don't put in the work, or they'll put in the work for a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month, maybe 3 months, but they don't stick it out when the times get rough, guys. So if you just stick it out for that much longer, if you just continuously see where you can be more efficient, where you can improve on things, you're gonna eventually get there. Because look, guys, I started from zero. I had no idea what I was doing. And now I'm sitting here in my luxury apartment now. You know, you guys got the tour the other day in my recent video, and we're actually gonna be moving into somewhere. I don't wanna say it yet, guys, because I don't wanna hype anything up. I'm very excited to say that, you know, it is in the works. We are going to be upgrading. And so I wanna be able to share that journey with you guys. So if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe to the channel, follow the journey, and hopefully it inspires one of you to continuously strive, continuously build your business, whatever it is, or whether it's for entertainment, whatever it is. But subscribe to the channel, drop a thumbs up. It really helps push out my videos with the YouTube algorithms and all that. And so as a result of my journey, guys, it's been a wild, crazy ride. It's been about 3 years now. We collected a little bit over $300,000 from just the agency side last year. Last month, we had our biggest month for a little bit over $46,000 collected in a single month, which was my best month ever. While, you know, working the least, making the most. So it's kind of counterintuitive, but that is the benefit of having this type of business, guys. And so if you haven't started a digital marketing business, if you guys, this is what you're looking for, maybe you know someone that needs to hear this, share them this video and have a free masterclass. That link is in the description, guys. It teaches, you know, the 3 steps on, you know, not the 3 steps, but my 3 systems on how I was able to scale my agency from 0 to where it is now, multiple 6 figures, automating the whole entire thing. And this year, we're actually on track to have our best year. Once again, every single year we're growing, but this year we're expected to do a little bit over $400,000 gross in this single year. We've collected now as an agency in the past 3 years, we've collected over $800,000. And so I'm expecting by the end of this year or early, you know, Q1 of next year, we will have $1 million collected from just the agency side. Now that is gonna be net. It's gonna be a little bit of gross and net. I think we should have $1 million net Q1 of 2023. So I'm super excited with that. I'm definitely gonna share that whole journey with you guys. So if you guys wanna see all this, you guys wanna see the journey, you guys wanna see the next place that we're living in, it's gonna be insane here in Orange County. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, drop a thumbs up. If you appreciate a video like this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What type of content do you want me to make? What topics should I go over? Let me know. All right, guys, my name is Jordan. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.